horror has many subgenres. And if we're talking about the slasher genre, I believe there's four characters that go up on Mount Rushmore. Now, you tell me if I'm wrong because I welcome debate on this topic. And I'm even going to do them in order of their debut. So the four slashers I'm putting up on Mount Rushmore: Leatherface, 1974; Michael Myers, 1978; Jason Voorhees, 1980; and Freddy Krueger, 1984.
You're not wrong. I can't argue with that.
You're not wrong at all. Yeah, that's pretty spot on.
I know you guys love slashers just as much as I do. And that brings us to a conversation about one of the newer ones. So let's talk about a film by Adam Green, his 2006 underrated slasher film, Hatchet. Hello and welcome back. I'm Jeff Johnson.
I'm David Burns.
And I'm Garrett Gibson.
And this is a Film by podcast. Gentlemen, I'm excited for this one. I'm also excited. This is the first time the three of us have done a pod, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I think we're in for a good conversation because for as long as I've known both of you, I've known one specific thing. You guys love horror films. You guys love slashers. So let's get into this one. And let's start with a couple facts and a quote from our director, Adam Green, because this guy, absolutely incredible. The more I read about him, the more I'm loving this guy. Starting off with this one. When he got married in 2010, the wedding was officiated by Dee Snider. Yes, that Dee Snider of Twisted Sister.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And if you're like if you're like me and you're going, wait, what? How?
Yeah.
It turns out they've been lifelong friends. You can check out the special features if you've got the original Hatchet, the unrated DVD or Blu-ray. There is a mini doc called A Twisted Tale that kind of chronicles how they met and their friendship. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, that's bizarre. It's cool, but very, very, very cool. This one absolutely will stun you. So if you remember back when Fox released their 40th anniversary DVD for the 1968 Planet of the Apes films, they realized that there were no high-resolution photos of Maurice Evans, who played Dr. Zayas. So they pulled the original prosthetics and the costume out of storage to do a photo shoot. And the FX studio that was in charge of this was aware that Adam Green was a huge fan of the original film. So they had him come in to be Dr. Zayas. Therefore,
Okay.
it's actually Adam Green that you see on the DVD cover art.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
That is.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Now here's where this guy's just, if you thought he was awesome already, you're gonna really think he's awesome. This guy, he's big on charity, like creating events, hosting events. Following the 2013 Boston Marathon bombings, Green, who grew up in Boston, created his own Boston Strong fundraiser several weeks later. It was a 3-day event that included screenings of the TV series Holliston, which is a city in Boston.
Yep.
He had a marathon of the Hatchet films and a celebrity-filled auction that offered rare and one-of-a-kind items donated by John Carpenter, Kane Hodder, Wes Craven, Rob Zombie, Chris Columbus, and Eli Roth, just to name.
Damn.
Whoa.
That's quite the list.
I know. The auction raised $25,000 for the marathon victims and their families.
Whoa.
Could you imagine? Like, I'm just wondering, like, what's Wes Craven donating to this?
Yeah.
Like a script, that he wrote. Is it, is Robert giving you like a glove or a fedora? I can only imagine some of the cool stuff that was at this auction.
Yeah, no kidding.
On working with the same people repeatedly, Adam Green is quoted as saying, invest in people who want it as badly as you do.
Hmm.
That makes sense. You know, that's why you guys are here. You wanted it. You want this
Honestly,
pod as badly as I do.
honestly, you do see that with a lot of people right now, like James Gunn. Anything he touches, ever, Michael Rooker's right there. It's someone
Yeah.
that
Yep.
wants the project to succeed as much as he does. So I completely understand.
Yep.
I gotta be honest. I think this is one of those situations where you would think the same director working with the same group get a little monotonous, or it could get a little. It could maybe take you away from the characters of said movie. But I mean, Hollywood. This dates back to Ed Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Using the same group of people,
Yep.
and other great directors like Scorsese, who always uses the same three or four
Yep,
people. I think it works though, honestly.
It
it
does.
does.
Well, I'm sure there's probably some listeners that maybe haven't seen Hatchet yet.
Hmm.
So, David, if you wouldn't mind offering up a brief synopsis for this one.
Sure. Tagged as old school American horror. A group of tourists go on a tour through the Louisiana bayou where they learn about a terrifying ghost story about a man named Victor Crowley, who was accidentally killed by a hatchet by his own father. As the tour continues, their boat has an accident, causing it to sink, forcing everyone to make their way into the bayou to find their way back to the city. Unfortunately for them, it is going to be a very difficult trip, as the ghost story of Victor Crowley turns out to be a real, and now they're being hunted and killed in very horrific style. The group run for their lives, doing whatever they can to escape him and the bayou.
Very nicely done.
There you
I'm trying to think, like, what other horror films do we have that take place in the Bayou other than the Hatchet series?
go.
Nothing comes to
Skeleton
mind
Key,
for me.
Skeleton Key, I think, wasn't it?
Oh, that
Didn't that
Kate
take
Hudson
place?
movie.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
that's
it
the one I
was.
can
Okay.
think of.
It's just ripe for the picking down there.
It
It's
Uh,
is.
few and far in between. Yeah.
Maybe Serpent and the Rainbow. Did that take place down there?
was that
Or,
Haiti?
or was that Haiti? That was
I
Haiti.
think that's
Yeah.
Haiti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I gotta tell you, there's a Bayou boogeyman that we happen to know down there. Dave, I'm talking about James Buckley, our good buddy.
Our good buddy James Buckley.
So listen, James lives down there. James happens to be a fan of the genre. So I had to reach out. I told him, I was like, "Hey, we're gonna cover Hatchet, and I was just curious what you thought about it." So here's what James had to say. He says, "First, if you've ever been in or near a Louisiana swamp, it's pretty obvious that these swamp scenes were shot elsewhere." Well, James, they actually were. They were shot in California. South Louisiana swamps are vast expanses of muddy water with lots of cypress trees, alligators, raccoons, and snakes. And did I mention alligators? He says the establishing shots in New Orleans are definitely real, though. He says a lot of the shops that you see in the film still exist to this day, although some have moved to different locations. Because he says the film was actually shot about a year after Hurricane Katrina hit the Big Easy.
Hmm.
So the city was slowly beginning to regain its sleazy grandeur. Oh, and he gives us a little educational fact here. And he says, finally, the name. If Victor and his family lived out in the swamps, they were likely of Cajun descent, although there is a city named Crowley in southeast Louisiana. Victor would more likely have been Victor Hebert or Victor Broussard. And he also says, as far as us covering this movie, he says the Louisiana Tourism Bureau appreciates your support. Swamp tours are also a big thing, by the way. James, thank you, thank you for offering up some education on the Big Easy.
Yeah,
Always fun to talk with him.
it is.
So let's take a quick break, and then we got to talk about this cast because there's some pretty unbelievable cameos from the horror industry.
Yeah.
And there's some good acting here, and then there's some acting, but all in all, it's a
get
fun
there.
time. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are talking all about 2006's Hatchet. So, guys, a pretty big cast, maybe not a well-known cast. So, we got Kane Hodder playing Victor Crowley.
Mm-hmm.
We got Joel David Moore as our lead hero, our hero, Can we call him a hero? Should we call him a hero?
Sure.
Sure.
Kind
Close.
of, maybe.
Close.
Yeah.
He's the guy that you're assuming will get slaughtered at some point because he's with the final girl. Joel David Moore is playing Ben. You got Dion Richmond as Marcus, his buddy. Amara Zaragoza as Mary Beth. Mercedes McNabb as Misty. Perry Sheen as Sean, the goofy little tour guide. Richard Reel as Jim Permatillo. Patricia Darbo as Shannon Permatillo. They're the awkward, kind of socially awkward couple, married couple.
Yes.
They're down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel Murray as Doug Shapiro, the sleazy Girls Gone Wild producer type guy.
Bayou Beavers.
Bayou Beavers, yeah.
Bayou Beavers.
Bayou Beavers. And then we'll talk one more name when we start talking cameos. But back to the top. Kane Hodder, one of the all-time greats in the horror industry.
Of course
Yep.
he is.
As Victor Crowley.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this guy.
Victor Crowley or Kane Hodder?
Let's talk about both. Well, hey, let's talk about Kane because I think at this point all three of us have met him several times. We've had some fun
Yes.
conversations with him, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
because of him that I had to buy a new cell phone.
Yeah. Dave, you want to tell the cell phone story briefly?
So we went to Scarefest in Lexington last year, and the phone that I had a big crack on the glass, obviously. And I knew I had replaced it. I had it for years. And I pulled it out to hand to you, Jeff, to get a picture with Kane. And he looks at it and looks at me and goes, "You need to get a new phone." And I was like, "All right, Kane, I will. I'm not going to argue with you." So literally, I went out and bought a new phone because of Kane Hodder. You can't argue with Jason Voorhees. Come on.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you've talked to him a time or two, haven't you?
A couple times I've met him. First time, of course, Friday 13th signing at Horror Hound Weekend. That was pretty fun and exciting, getting to meet people like him, CJ Graham, stuff like that. Super nice guy. Laid the classic Voorhees choke on me. Gave you about, I think, 40%, as he calls it. You can feel it.
Oh, okay. Now we got to talk. We got to talk about this because you got the Voorhees choke.
Yes.
Now, recently, one of the last times I saw him, we talked. We did a photo op,
Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, man," I said, "How about a little fun one where like you're strangling me?" And he looks at me, he's like, "No, I can't do that."
Nope,
said-
not anymore.
I said, "You can't?" He goes, "Nah." He goes, "I was a little, I did it, and someone thought I was a little too rough, and I don't take a chance anymore." I was like, "Okay, I understand that." He goes, "How about I punch you in the face?" And I was like, I cautiously said yes because I don't know what that means, but you're talking about that 40% is a hell of a lot because
Yes.
we did this pose where it looks like he's punching me in the face, and I'm telling you what, man, that guy's fist is nothing but granite.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking just him pressing against my jaw, I thought if he went full go, I'd be on the floor. I'd be taking a nap. So
For him being 63 years old, yeah, he's quite impressively strong at his
He is.
age.
Yeah.
he still to this day strikes a very imposing figure.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy is just incredible. Absolutely love
Yeah.
him. And I love this Victor Crowley character.
Mhm.
Garrett, it was you. We were talking a couple months back. We were talking about like what's going to make the cut for October, and you said, "Come on, man, let's talk Adam Green."
Yep.
I said, "All right, well, what are you thinking?" You said Hatchet, and then Dave, several weeks back is like, "Man, we should do like an Adam Green movie, or we should do one of the Hatchet films, or something like that." I was like, "Well, how about that?" Okay, well, come on in, Dave. The water's warm because and I just knew I was like, we're gonna have a great time talking about this because obviously we all three are fans of this film. It's a little over the top. It's definitely got its splatter, but it's just fun, right?
It is.
It
And
is.
it goes under the radar, I think, for a lot of people. I mean, people who are in the horror genre know about it, but it's the same thing. Other people who don't know much about it should watch it because it's a good horror film.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. What do you think, Garrett?
I agree with David there. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing film. I believe the amount of stars that are in it, whether they're cameos or whatever it is, every one of them's kind of made some sort of impact in like horror related films, such as Robert Englund, Tony Todd, Perry, and all them now. So no, I think it's a must see for sure.
Oh yeah.
I think it's definitely a must see if you're a horror fan. But Joel David Moore, he's playing Ben. Now I know this guy from Grandma's Boy, where he played that weird antagonistic computer programmer.
Yep.
It's hard not to see him as anything else other than that. So, even though I've seen Hatchet a bunch of times, I'm like, I'm just not, I don't know, man. I'm not ready for it.
I remember his Norm in Avatar. He's in
Oh,
both
that's right. He
Avatars
was
as
in
Norm.
Avatar, wasn't he?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget
Okay,
he's
so
in Dodgeball too.
I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay. Man,
Yep.
all of a sudden, like this guy, star of the film, Joel David Moore. Let me correct ourselves. Yeah, I didn't realize this guy's done a lot of big stuff that
He has.
that we like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like him in this. I know he's kind of like the reluctant hero. His characters down there. They go down to the Mardi Gras to get his mind. He's been dumped, and he's just, oh man, the poor guy's got no game. That time on the bus.
No
with
game.
Mary Beth.
That's a nice jacket.
That's a nice jacket.
I honestly laugh every time when Adam Green does that smash cut to Deion Richmond.
Yeah.
His Marcus, looking at Marcus's face like, "Bah." it's so good. It's so good. I'll tell you what else is good. Joel gets the classic Carpenter line. The end of the movie, their Hatchet Hatchet face comes back, Victor Crowley, I should say, and he gives that iconic, "You got to be fucking kidding me."
Yeah.
Yep.
Garrett, I haven't seen every Hatchet film, which I will be correcting here in the next day or so. But apparently, this line is in every single Hatchet film.
It is.
Okay, it is.
It is.
And this is all just because he's a Carpenter fan, right?
Yep.
When you want to talk about method acting, and I don't want to be gross here, but I read this, I was like, man, that's unreal. This guy, there's a scene at the end of the movie where he has to vomit.
Yep.
Yes.
There's some, this is, like I said, it's a splatter film. We won't talk about what the reason why he needs to vomit, but I saw it, I was like, that's harsh. He vomited for real.
He did.
One
It's
take.
disgusting.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you guys, are you aware of what he ate so that it would be easier for him to vomit? Did you read this?
Was it like
I'm
oysters or something like that, wasn't it? Or something
Cold.
disgusting.
He eats cold clam chowder
Clam chowder is what it was.
with orange juice.
Yeah.
How disgusting is that?
Yeah.
I want to throw up right now just talking about it, man.
That's taking one for the team, man. I tell you. Wow. I don't know if I could do that. It's like reminding of the sardines, Jeff. No.
Oh, yeah. When we try to do that sardine challenge, no, I couldn't do it.
No thanks. Can't do it.
No, thanks. Yeah. I don't know. It's a fun character though. I love that he's got that late 90s, early 2000s look. The t-shirt with the long sleeve thermal underneath it. He's got that 90s haircut. There's no denying that. But, you would just assume that he's going to get hacked to pieces at any point because let's face it, the rules of the slasher film are that the final girl will make it and everyone else doesn't. That's why there's a final girl. There's not a final guy. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
Sorry.
Dave, you thinking back to our coverage of Scream when we did the 1996 series. It's a fun cast of characters. I don't know if you guys want to spend any real time on anyone in particular before we get to the cameos, but I would like to point out that the sleazy Bayou Beavers guy, Joel Murray, that's Bill Murray's brother.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to know that though. Like when you when you hear him or you look at him. I'll always remember him in One Crazy Summer though.
Oh yeah.
He played George.
Yeah.
And then he had a small role in Scrooge. He's a big character actor. He's in like a 200.
He's been a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, ton of stuff. So a couple of things, Jeff. So one, please tell me that you saw that Joel Murray playing Doug Shapiro really could play Art from The Burbs because he had that same
Wow.
demeanor. But other note about The Burbs, Patrika Darbo,
Yeah.
she's Art's wife
Are
in
you
The
kidding
Burbs.
me?
No, I'm not kidding you. She played Art's
See-
wife in The Burbs. My
Holy
wife.
cow. Yeah. Art, where are you? My wife is home.
Yeah.
Whoa. I never knew that she was in The Burbs, man. Because,
Yeah.
she's the annoying wife to the annoying husband.
Mhm.
And they're both in Office Space. Because
Yes,
remember,
they
she's
are.
the one, no, Milton, pass it down or
Yeah,
whatever.
keep passing it down.
Keep
Yep.
passing it down, Milton. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's the jump to conclusions guy who, what is it you say you actually do here? He's like, I talk to these, don't you understand? I mean, just like,
Yep. And there's two
I can't
people in
believe
this.
she's in The Burbs.
Yeah, she is, man. I know. And there's two people. I gotta point them out because everything
Okay.
comes back to Star Trek.
Oh, here we go.
Richard Reel, he was in Star Trek Enterprise, he was in Star Trek Voyager, and he was in Star Trek The Next Generation. And Jeff, he was the quartermaster in Glory.
Oh, yeah. He was such a dick in Glory.
Yes,
He was the one
absolutely
withholding
was.
their supplies.
Yep. And of course, I know we're going to get to him, but of course, Tony Todd. 2 episodes of Deep Space Nine, but he also played Kern in Star Trek The Next Generation.
Look at you just stepping all over the cameos section.
This guy.
Hey, sorry, everything comes back to Star Trek, man. I got to mention it.
Listen, I gotta tell you something about everything coming back to Star Trek. I haven't confirmed it, but I believe I found the episode the first time you said that
Mhm.
when you start pointing that out.
Yeah.
If you listeners, if you're on Spotify and you're listening to a podcast and then the episode ends, a lot of times it'll just randomly just jump to another one from the same company. The other day, one of ours had finished. I was actually, Dave, I was listening to Phasers, so I guess it does all come back to Trek.
See?
But it randomly chose our From Dusk Till Dawn episode
Mm-hmm.
that we did for 1996. And in that, we're talking about some of the cast, and you say the iconic line. Well, hey, it always comes back to Star Trek. Like you were talking about someone, and then you said that, like you were pointing out that they were in Star Trek. So I'm pretty sure that's the first time. That was the 1996 series. That's been a couple years, so
It has been, yeah.
I have to believe that's the beginning. But anyways, moving past the nostalgia. Anyone you guys want to you want to spend some time talking about anyone in particular, as far as this cannon fodder that gets hacked to pieces? I didn't think you would, but yeah. All right. Well, let's talk cameos because I want to find out whose cameo you guys enjoyed the most.
Mhm.
So, and it's a who's who of horror, folks. The movie opens in the swamps with a father and son.
God.
Father played by Robert Englund, and the son played by Joshua Leonard of Blair Witch Project fame. And Dave, you already mentioned Tony Todd. He's in town as Reverend Zombie, one of these little occult shops. Let's be honest, he is playing a Scooby-Doo villain.
He is. And I
He is.
love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I absolutely love it. And then one casual fans might not catch. There's a really crazy character in this movie called Jack Cracker,
Yes.
played by horror director and effects master John Carl Buechler. Just amazing. He does the makeup on the movie, which I know we're going to talk about the makeup and the effects here in a minute.
Mhm.
But I gotta say, when they're like, yeah, he's trying to warn them from going out on the water, and the tour guide, he's all like, that's old Jack Cracker. He just says crazy shit and he drinks his own piss. And you're like, what? Why would you say that? And the poor guy is trying to warn them. He's trying to save their lives.
Great.
And then he fails to do so, and he drinks some piss.
That's
Like,
my
what?
favorite thing is he
Ugh.
just pulls up the jug and takes him
Yeah.
a big drink right
Yes.
after that.
And enjoys
he
it.
could've- Yeah, he could have pulled up like a mason
it's good.
jar, and you could have just assumed, like you could have wondered, like, is that? Nah, that's not piss. That's probably
Right.
moonshine. Nope, it's one of those medical grade
Yeah.
hospital I can't go to the bathroom, so I need the pee jug type thing. So I'm like, it's just disgusting. But again, this movie, if scenes like that aren't cluing you in, the sound, the score, the score to this is definitely telling you you're supposed to have a little fun with this. You're supposed to laugh. You might there's going to be some good jump scares, but this is not The Exorcist. This is not sinister.
No.
You're just having fun. It's a fun slasher movie.
It is. Yeah.
I think so.
They literally open with Marilyn Manson after that, like opening scene, and it's
Yeah, it's an odd choice having a Marilyn Manson song. I'm not against it, but I'm also kind of wondering if Dee Snider's your buddy, how come Dee Snider's not doing the music?
That's a good question.
You never know. I mean, maybe Dee's busy, or maybe he doesn't want to impose, or I don't know. But
who knows?
What's the song? Garrett is this is the new shit, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you get the original, and then you get like a remix for the credit sequence.
You do.
Interesting. Let's talk a little bit about the film. There's one thing in particular I definitely want to talk about. The main thing that I'm in awe of, Adam Green enacts a no CGI rule for the makeup and the special effects. Now, that's kind of unheard of in the 2000s.
It is, but
especially when I know I don't want to step on it, but I know we're going to talk about some of these kills.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he is doing what he's doing in camera blows my mind that there's no CGI here.
Yep.
Well, we always talk about how much we love practical effects.
Oh yeah.
So I love that he went after practical effects because it's a lost art. We've talked about this before in podcast, and it aggravates me that everything's CGI. I mean, you can touch things up with CGI, but come on, man, let's go back to what made horror movies. Use that practical effects. Let's do it.
The more we see Adam Green, the more I'm hoping we're going to get back to practical effects. And you know, like I said, he's got John Carl Buechler helping him out with this one. So the technology exists. You know, the craft is there. People can still do this amazing makeup, these amazing effects that are practical. And I just wish we'd have more of it. Honestly, you know, we need. I mean, think about it. Like, you know, Buechler, Savini, Bottin, like these guys, they've been in the business for decades now.
Yep.
We need the next generation.
We do.
I agree.
See, Dave, it does all come back to Star Trek. See how I did that?
I do. If you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but did you notice some of the names on the tombstones in the cemetery at the end?
I noticed one.
Well, Sarah Elbert and Corey Neal were both producers of the film. Both of their names on some tombstones. But obviously, Green's is way there.
Green,
when, I believe as Marcus's body gets slammed up against it, and this says Green, obviously in honor of the director of this film.
Yeah, a lot of fun little Easter eggs in this. Garrett, any Easter eggs that you caught?
Honestly,
like nods to other horror films.
Honestly, no. I just kind of get sucked into this one just because of the splatterhouse and the special effect. The practical effects, I should say, in this film.
I'll say the one that was very big to me was the ending scene when they believe they've killed the killer.
Yes.
Okay.
And they get in the boat and they kind of it slowly drifts out in the middle of the open water. The music, I mean, the guy that wrote the music is doing his damnedest.
Oh yeah,
not to flat out copy Harry Manfredini's Friday the 13th score. It is pure, you know. And even Crowley comes up out of the water. It's such a Friday the 13th moment. I love it.
But it's a good twist on it how they did it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Where she was underwater looking up, and then what happens? I think that was a cool twist. But they were clearly that's what they were doing. Come on.
Yeah.
And I find this interesting too. I believe they tried to get Daniel Harris. They wanted Daniel Harris, right? But he didn't want to go that route. She obviously takes over the role of Mary Beth, I believe, later on. But you really can see Daniel Harris play this role. You could.
Okay.
I mean, I feel it anyway. When I'm seeing Mary Beth acting, I could have swore that would be Daniel Harris. No problem.
Well, okay. So for what it's worth, Amara Zaragoza, who plays Mary Beth, I thought she's pretty good. I thought she did a great job.
She did a great job, yeah.
Yep.
Now, and it sounds like you guys have seen the other movies where I haven't. So I did read that he was gonna have Daniel Harris until he realized he didn't want to feel like he was stunt casting over the top because he's already got Kane Hodder and Robert Englund and Tony Todd and Joshua Leonard. I mean, he's cramming so many people into this movie. So I heard that he pulled back on that, and that's how you
Right.
get this young lady. But then I also heard that she willingly chose not to be in the sequel,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and
See,
then
I
Daniel.
didn't know
So
that.
Daniel Harris does take over for the in the role.
Hmm.
Okay, how convenient is that? That they you know she bears a striking resemblance to the other actress. So
She does.
all right. Well, now I'm definitely excited to see it because I love Danielle Harris. So
Oh yeah.
One thing that is kind of like a nod, just like the Kiki Mama thing that's happening in Friday the 13th when
yeah,
Jason's essentially being channeled because it's shortened from kill for mommy and all that.
hmm
Just like how he keeps saying daddy in the distance with his voice and everything. I feel like that's kind of like a homage to the Friday the 13th. I
Yeah.
guess
I,
that is one of the ones I may have picked up on
I see
subconsciously
it.
and not paid attention to it.
But yeah, I think you're right.
Well, one more thing about the makeup effects. So we get a flashback.
Hmm.
We're gonna learn how Victor Crowley became Victor Crowley, right? And it's a sad story, which I dig the fact that his father is played by Kane Hodder.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sans makeup, but this really surprises me. Um, the person playing young Victor Crowley
Hmm.
is actually a very beautiful young lady named Relia Vanderbilt,
Hmm.
a model and actress.
Yep.
So when Buchler needed someone to test makeup effects on, she actually volunteers. And because the prosthetics had been molded to her face for test shots, she just ended up playing the part.
I mean, yeah, why not?
Yeah. Now, if you're wondering, like I was, why is a young, beautiful model just hanging out in pre-production on a film like Hatchet? It just so happens the woman that Adam Green married in 2010, where D. Snyder was officiating, was really a Vanderbilt.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, cool story. Yeah, when they were both struggling to kind of make their break, they both worked at the Rainbow Bar and Grill in Los Angeles,
Nice.
which I definitely recommend. If you ever in LA, go to this place. It's awesome. I had a great time when I was there. But yeah, they both worked there, and
That
that's where they
place,
met. And
that place right there. Lemmy Kilmeister absolutely loved hanging out there, which is crazy.
there is last time I was there with Brad Koza actually. Um, we were there. I was in town visiting. We go to the Rainbow, and they actually have this was after Lemmy's passing. They've
Yeah.
got a full size statue of Lemmy there
Whoa,
that you can obviously you can see or take your photo next to.
that's
But
pretty cool.
yeah, awesome place. And yeah, that's where they met. That's how she shows up on set. That's pretty amazing when you watch that creepy, sad, disfigured ghoul of a kid. Because it's a little bit of heartbreak.
It
It
is.
Honestly,
is.
I'm like, oh, come on, leave the guy alone, leave the kid alone. But yeah, underneath all that makeup,
I like the storyline of how he essentially died from a broken heart after that. Like it
Hmm.
just
yeah,
tears at you a little bit more. It's like
yeah,
ah,
just a little bit, just a little bit.
It was a Tim Burton
Yeah.
moment, it felt like, didn't it?
Oh, it did.
yeah.
It
Good,
really
good
did.
point.
Yeah.
Sitting there covered with a blanket, looking out a window, dead stare. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Hmm.
Oh man, Tim Burton's Hatchet.
That could
No,
work.
no
That could
disrespect to Adam
work.
Green because we love Adam
No.
Green. Yeah, man. Let's look, guys. I know we typically will do. We'll talk about some noteworthy scenes and then we'll choose a pivotal moment. But it's October. It's a slasher film. I said we have a little bit of fun. Let's talk about all the kill scenes and then choose what we feel is the best one, the best death. Is
That's
that
gonna be
cool?
tough to do. These
It's
are
gonna be tough to
so
do.
many good deaths in this
Yes.
film.
I know. Oh, I know. Let's start though with our first on-camera kill, the married couple. So they're at this point the boat has crashed. They get to shore. Mary Beth, who we get her origin story. She's actually real quick, not to get off topic, but this beautiful young woman is actually related to the two Hicks at the beginning of the gator hunting Hicks, played by Robert
Yes.
Englund and Josh Leonard.
Yeah.
I don't buy that for 1 second. Come on. No,
I
no
don't either.
chance.
Come
No
on.
chance. But anyway, she points out that, hey, that's Victor Crowley's house right there. He's real. And when this obnoxious couple because the guy, what's he do? He falls and
Gator gets it.
Gator gets
Yeah.
Gator gets a bite into him.
So
Yeah.
his leg's a little messed up when he
Yep.
tries to run away there.
Yeah, so she's trying to, the wife's trying to get him up to the door. Help, we need help. And Victor Crowley explodes out of that place like Leatherface in the
does.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Turns the
original
door
one.
into splinters. Yep.
Yeah. Which we've seen Jason Voorhees do that a time or
Oh,
two
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course we have.
at Crystal Lake.
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about this first scene, first kill scene. This guy is chopped in two,
Mm-hmm.
and it's several swings. It's not like he just cleaves him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
No.
he has that hatchet. He's going to town on him, like that trapezius muscle, like in between his
Yeah.
neck and his shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're just watching this body slowly split apart while she's screaming in terror. That is until her head's ripped open, like Beetlejuice style, because he grabs he grabs her jaw and the top of the roof of her mouth, and
Yep.
just pulls
the lower
backwards.
mandible. Yeah.
Rips it
Yeah.
apart. Yep.
Just rips her to shreds.
I like how the tongue just flaps up and it's just going
Yes.
back and forth.
So again, let's remind if you haven't seen this movie and hopefully I'm sorry for spoiling it, but I mean, come on. But we're watching this guy get cut into two pieces,
Decimated.
and this is real. This isn't CGI.
No. All practical effects.
All practical effects. What do you guys think about this one?
No, I mean, it's a great kill. I mean, you hate to see somebody like you feel sorry for somebody of that age, and this couple who's just obviously there on vacation enjoying it and seeing that happen to them. But it's a great way to get rid of them really quick.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, they're totally the sweetest people there.
They are.
And it's like, oh, no, you guys are going to meet it pretty grisly, aren't you?
Listen, yeah, they're sweet, but they're kind of assholes. Like they're
They
ruining
are.
the tour.
Yeah, well,
Every time this guy says something, like actually, like there's always that one person in the group that's
Mhm.
like, well, technically, this or actually, or
I'd
I don't
like
mean to
to-
correct you, but
I'd
that's
like
his-
to
that's
think
his couple.
Richard Reel is every Wisconsin dad ever born right there in this film.
he definitely is. I like when earlier when they're like, "Oh, you're a movie," like they're talking to Joel Shapiro, and they're like, "Oh, what
Yep.
movies have you made?" And he's like, "Oh, Bayou Beavers," and he's like, "Yeah," like he
Yeah.
says, like yes, as she's going, "No," and he goes, "No,
He's like,
no." we see you, Richard.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Shapiro, his is kind of short and sweet. He gets his head basically twisted
Yeah.
off,
Just ripped right off.
ripped right off. Yeah, but we get that nice, slow, screw twist type action
Of course.
until it's off. That one's a pretty good one,
It is.
but I feel it's a little rushed.
It was, but come on, you've got to. You got a lot of deaths coming up, so we got to move
Okay.
along. Got to move along.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about a classic 90-minute banger here. We
Yeah.
got to start knocking
We
these out.
got to move it. Yeah. Well, speaking of knocking them out, let's move to the third kill scene. So our guide, the little Asian guy who's maybe from the bayou, but then maybe he's from Hong Kong, but maybe he's actually from Detroit.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
fun with this guy. Because his accent changes like every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He's an absolute con man.
He's my favorite.
He's your favorite.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty gruesome death scene
He
because
does.
Victor takes a spade shovel, swings it like a katana sword, and hacks off his lower body. And then as he's just stuck, he's struggling on the ground. He gets that we're gonna put it right up to the neck, and I hate when this happens. When you see this, I don't know why this makes a death scene worse, but when someone is moments from it and they're like they have that last second pleading like no wait. Like the worst one's probably Saving Private Ryan. Like that
Oh,
that
yeah.
destroys me
Yeah.
with a knife. Like and the guy's just no wait. This
He's
poor
like,
kid. Yeah. This poor kid's like wait. No, I mean, Crowley puts all 250 pounds onto that size 12 boot and puts the kid's head into the ground with it. That one's brutal
It is.
because he suffered. He was tortured. Like he gets some torture and then he gets it, and he has to wait and watch. You know, I like that one. I think that's a good one.
But what about the sander? Come on.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
so
The sander. I love that one.
so the NYU girl, she takes a belt sander to the face. And that didn't kill her. She's like
No.
slowly trying to crawl away. And then he picks her up and impales her on the shovel that he used to kill the tour boat guide.
He
Yep.
did.
And you get to see her belt sanded face.
Yeah.
Now
What's left of it?
my favorite thing about that is what he uses. That belt sander is a gas powered belt sander, which does not exist. They created that for this film.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, you
I didn't
dead
think
serious.
about that.
They made that. There's no such thing as a gas powered belt
Yeah,
sander.
that was
He
that
pull
wasn't one of these
starts
new
it.
lithium ion 40-volt battery.
Right.
type
I don't think he's going to
belt
have
sander.
that or electric out there. Come on now.
Yeah, no.
Why? Here's my question. Why does Victor Crowley have a belt
A sander.
sander? Like,
Well,
what is he making out there? What is he doing that needs a belt sander?
in the
That's
carpentry
what I'm
in his
wondering.
spare time.
Yeah,
A
right.
little bit of carpentry. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Oh, NYU girl, man. Her. I would say her friend, but let's call it what it is. The other bimbo, the blonde, Mercedes McNabb's character.
Yep. Misty.
Again, I feel like we're kind of balancing. Like, hey, we're gonna give you a really brutal, gory one. We're gonna take our time, and then we're gonna give you a quick one. Just
Yep.
like you guys said, we got to knock them out. She kind of gets hacked to pieces, and what I love about it, though, it's not that she gets hacked to pieces. It's the fact that Victor Crowley takes parts of her body and throws them
Yes.
at Ben. Like when he's trying to like antagonize Ben or stop Ben from running, he's throwing
Throws her
body
head.
parts. Yeah,
Yeah.
throws her head. Then they're like her torso.
Yeah. It
Yep.
was great.
Oh, it's so good. It is absolutely so good. Moving on.
Hold on,
Our-
real quick side note. Mercedes McNabb is the pain in the ass little girl from summer camp from the original Addams Family
She is.
movies.
No.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
her.
Yep.
The Girl Scout, the bitch.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
That's her.
That's her.
Well, good for her. She grew up.
She did. She grew up.
I'll mind what I say. Before we move on to Marcus's death scene, though, they take a minute to set Victor Crowley on fire, which I love. They're successful, and then the thunderstorm hits, and they're like,
Right. You gotta be
"What?
kidding me?"
You gotta be fucking kidding me!" Yeah, that's where we get the line.
Yep.
I gotta wonder though, because we know Kane's had some troubles in the past with fire stunts.
He has.
I wonder.
yeah.
I wonder if he did this one. I wonder if that was him in scene, or if they had someone else. Because I didn't see it, and and I'm not taking anything away from Kane. He probably did do it, but I would hope that if he had the option not to do it, I would hope that he would take it. But I thought that's the first thing I thought of was like,
Me too.
oh no,
Yeah.
3 minutes
I
in
for-
hell.
you know-
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. But we've seen him, we've hung out with him several times, so we know he's all right. It's
Yep.
So, but moving on, Marcus. This is another one I love. Marcus gets his arms ripped off, Mortal Kombat style, like he's Jax, and then he's slammed into that mausoleum for the Green family.
Yeah.
Rough.
And it's not like Jason Voorhees taking the girl in the sleeping bag
Oh no.
slam. I mean, he basically destroys this guy's body.
Yeah.
Up against this stone mausoleum.
Explodes against it, basically.
Yeah, explodes. Yeah. Fatality. Like that's the only thing we were missing.
Yep.
That one's a good one. And then, do we want to save do we want to add the end right here? Or do we want to save that one?
No,
Kick it down
let's
the road?
add it here.
Let's
It's a
add it.
kill.
Keep
It's
rolling,
kill.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about the Friday the 13th homage,
Yeah,
with the
we
boat.
did.
So Crowley, Dave, you want to set this scene up for us?
So obviously they're floating away, escaping. Well, they think they're escaping, and Crowley comes up out of the water and grabs Mary Beth and yanks her underwater. So basically, obviously, Ben's looking for her, freaking out, not going into the water. He's reaching in, trying to grab her. And then we go underwater with her, basically, what we do.
Hmm.
And she's, obviously stuck on some limbs or some trees, brushing under the water and can't get out. She looks up, sees a hand coming down under the water to get her. So she reaches up and to get it, comes up out of the water to only realize that Ben's arm has been ripped off and Crowley is
Yes.
using it. That was awesome, by the way.
It was so
Freaking
awesome.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah. Just when you think Ben's gonna make it, he definitely does not.
Right.
And
No.
we get yet another limb detachment, which is just this movie's full of them. This
Full of
movie
them.
is, let's be honest, this movie, I don't know, what do we have more of? Arms and legs being severed or girls flashing their boobs, because it's the big easy.
Ooh.
And
I
Well,
you know,
only like
first
personally,
one.
the
get
I only
two.
right.
like one of those. So
Well, I won't put you on the spot and make you clarify. But yeah, I we talked about Ben. He's kind of the hero, but maybe he's not. I'm a little bothered by this. When the final girl gets pulled into the water, shouldn't you jump in after her? He's
not
basically
Ben.
leaning on the boat, going, "Mary Beth, Mary Beth, dude,
He
where are
was
you
the
at?"
damsel in distress, okay?
Okay, yeah, okay, you're right, you're right. All right, I'm picking on Ben too much, I think.
Hey, I
No,
met
it's
him
good.
2 years ago. He's a great guy.
Oh, you met Joel?
Yeah, yeah, it was super polite. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the time me, Nate, and Ben dressed up as Leatherface, Michael Myers, and Ghostface.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got that
Nice.
cosplay was amazing.
yeah,
You guys looked
yeah. It was a
fantastic.
fun time.
Especially Ben. I'm not talking about Ben the character, but I'm talking about Ben, our friend.
Yes.
Uh, Ben's Leatherface is perfect. I mean,
Oh, it is.
he was almost like I would. Studio should cast him right now for the next remake.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. uh, I will say this about Ben the character, not our buddy. Talking about these cool death scenes, I will give Ben this credit. They're almost to the boat. Crowley hurls, what is it, like a piece of the wrought iron gate from the
Yeah.
cemetery?
Yep.
Hurls it at him like a javelin, and it lands in his foot. And as he's charging like a bull, this guy pushes. He like bends the rebar
With his knee
toward
and his,
him,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is going to cause him excruciating pain, but it's just enough of an angle to impale Victor Crowley. That's an awesome
This
moment too.
It is.
It is. And then when Victor Crowley, of course, impales him in the shoulder neck area, and then the big exhale of blood into Joel's face is
Yeah.
just like, oh,
Well, Crowley not playing fair, because even before the blood spatter cough, the death rattle, that when they're tussling in the cemetery and
Oh
he's on
God,
top of
yeah.
him, and that just, I don't know, it's like a Saint Bernard
Mucus?
style
Yeah.
mucus drool that just
Yeah.
kind of comes out of his mouth and hits Ben right in the mouth,
Yeah.
which causes him to vomit. That's why he's got to vomit. But
Yeah.
it's and again, like we need some splatter, right? We
We
need
do.
a little bit of splatter gore for a movie like this. And sometimes the gross out stuff isn't, we're laughing at the bodies being hacked in pieces, but then when we see that mucus slobber come out of his mouth right into Ben's, I was like, I
Yeah,
was so
me
happy
too.
I wasn't eating.
Mwah.
I was so happy I had finished my dinner.
Yeah.
So guys, these are some incredible death scenes, some kill scenes, if you will. All practical effects, very realistic. Like this,
They are.
am I right to say maybe these effects shouldn't look this real, this good in a movie of this
Yeah.
caliber? And I say that with all respect.
Of course.
yeah, absolutely. I think the movie had like a $1.5 million budget or something
Mhm.
like that. So relatively small in today's day and age. So no, for that budget, the actors and as small of a team as they had, no, it's brilliant.
It is.
All right, Garrett, what is the best kill scene in this movie? Hatchet. We've talked about all of them. Let's talk about the best one now.
My favorite's got to be the wife getting her head ripped in half. That's pretty awesome for me.
You like that
That's a good
tongue
one.
waggle, don't you? It is.
Yeah.
She,
Oh, yeah.
She damn near ends up looking like a Beetlejuice character at the end
She
of that.
does. Yep.
All right, that's not a bad. I can even say that's almost like a combo, because like her and her husband get at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
David, your choice. for
As much as
best.
I enjoyed it, it's the sander. Come on.
The
He
belt
comes out with
sander to
that
the
the
face.
belt sander, and just basically sands down her mouth
Yeah.
into nothing, and then picks her up and impales her onto another person who got killed by the shovel. Come on, that was
That is
awesome.
pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's so many good ones.
There are. What about you, Jeff? I'm curious.
You know, I was really starting to think it was going to be the shovel murder,
Mhm.
the tour boat guy, but when Garrett now that Garrett's told explained they created a gas powered belt sander just so they could run a belt sander over this woman's face.
Yeah.
I gotta go belt sander to the face, the
Yep.
NYU girl who is
Yeah.
not looking too good afterward.
No.
No.
I'll absolutely love it, guys. Let's take one more break, unless you're listening on Patreon, because if you are, I got a question for David and Garrett. They don't even know what I'm about to talk about. But if you're
Here
not
we go.
listening on Patreon, yeah, here we go. If you're not listening on Patreon, we'll be right back after these messages, or hit pause. Head over to www.patreon.com/a film by podcast. You can sign up for a free 7-day trial. So you can hear the conversations that we've been having. You can hear all the bonus content, all the episodes that we're doing. Dave, you've got the a film at 50
Hmm.
limited series that's happening this year over there. We've got the revived 1986, the lost episodes. We're doing requests. We've got a ton of content over there, exclusive episodes only to Patreon. You can check that out right now with a free 7-day trial. You can even sign up and join us on a regular basis for as little as $3. And I promise you, if you do, we will send you some fun stuff. We got all kinds of fun swag now, right, Dave?
We do indeed.
All right, welcome back. Hopefully, you guys have been listening to us on Patreon, where we've been talking about one hell of a horror matchup. Uh, that was. I appreciate you guys. You guys were shooting from the hip there. You didn't.
It
You
was
weren't.
good.
You. I didn't tell you what we're doing.
Yeah, it was fun.
It wasn't
Yeah.
easy, but it was
Wasn't.
fun.
No.
Yeah. I'm still I'm reeling from the how it played out.
Yeah.
I just did not think you guys were gonna make the choices that you made. So
Can't believe you put us on the spot like that.
I know, right?
yeah,
What the heck?
a couple days from now, you guys will be like, "Hey, listen, I kind of thought about it, and you know what? Actually, I would choose. You'll go back on a ruling or whatever. Like, sorry, man, it's out there.
Too late, Luther. Too late.
The Patreon subscribers already heard it. It's too late.
Yep.
Can't change it now. All right, back to Adam Green. Garrett, I know the Patreon listeners, you kind of dropped a quick tidbit on talking with Adam Green. Briefly, if you would tell us, have you met him? You met him once, you met him twice. Like what, how was that? How is Adam Green in person?
So I met him at Horror Hound. I want to say it was 2022, 2023, somewhere around there. And he had a booth set up right next to Kane Hodder, and there was someone else there. I can't remember. It was Perry Shin. But so didn't see any autograph photo prices on his table. Walk up to him after I'd already met Kane and Perry and all them. I was like, hey, man, huge fan, all that. I was like, but I'm not seeing like how much you're charging. I was like, I'd like to have you sign my Hatchet poster, get a quick picture, all that. And he's like, oh, man, no charge. He's like, I'm actually just here to see the fans. He's like, I'm actually just
Wow.
excited to see what they're like, how my work's impacted them. And he's like, I've got steelbook copies of my films, like Frozen or any of the Hatchet series. If you do want to buy those, absolutely fine. He's like, but if you want a picture, if you want to talk, if you want an autograph, he's like, oh, that's absolutely free. So got to stand there, talk to him for about 15 minutes, which was pretty freaking cool. Super
Hell
down to
yeah.
earth guy. Told a lot of fun stories about working with Kane and the rest of the crew and stuff. So, I mean, if I didn't already love his work, I would have loved it like 110% more walking out of that, which I do because he's a great freaking guy. I've got to tell you.
David, we've been on the con circuit for like the last couple years now.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we're like, okay, we're gonna dial it back a little bit. And then that following year we like double the amount of cons we hit. And ever since we watched Hatchet, because we kind of came late to the game on Hatchet, we've been hoping to see this guy at a con. We Horror Hound, which is originated in Cincinnati, Ohio, Scarefest, which is just maybe the Super Bowl of horror cons.
Yep, it is.
Dave, we were talking to Wes Forsyth just a couple weeks ago. Talking about as we prepare for Scarefest. But the more I read about Adam Green and his fan, like what he thinks of the fans, this guy, he thrives on fan interaction. I read it. I was reading up on him. Everyone that comments on his social media or sends him emails or whatever. So he says like, hey, there's days where I want to quit. There's days when I don't think I'm doing a good job. And you know what? That's when I read the emails. That's when I read the social media posts. That's when I open letters or and I see what the fans do and I see what they say. And he goes, that gets me going. It tells me I'm doing a good job and I need to keep going. So I am, Garrett, I love that you got to talk with him the way you did. And I can only hope that the rest of us get a shot to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
With that said, if someone was unfamiliar, if someone watches Hatchet and they're like, this Adam Green guy, give me some more. Like, Garrett, what are you going to recommend?
I'm going to tell them right now, check out the film called Frozen. Not the Disney film, of course. Yeah, but
let it go.
Yeah,
what?
Go check out Adam Green's Frozen. I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's got great pacing. It's very suspenseful, and it's got some pretty cool scenes in there, as well as, of course, of all four of his Hatchet films.
Okay, Frozen. That's the thriller where the people are stuck on the ski lift overnight, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta. Dave pointed out at the top of the hour. He referenced Scream that there are certain rules.
There are certain rules.
There are certain rules. So I'm sorry, Garrett. You can have Frozen. You can't have three more picks and go with the Hatchet series. So,
okay, fair.
you get three.
I'll go Frozen. I'll go the first Hatchet film, and then I'm going to go Victor Crowley because some of the kills in that fourth one are absolutely insane.
All right, now here's where you're happy because remember, they've seen Hatchet and they want to see three more. Like, what are you going to introduce? So you don't have to pick Hatchet. You can pick Hatchet 2 or Hatchet 3 now.
All right. Well, we're going to run, three. I'm going to say 3 and 4 there. Now you just split hairs, Jeff.
Dave, help him out. Maybe you'll get one of the other ones for him. What are you going to recommend, Dave?
Well, Frozen is a good one. So that's obviously high on recommendation. One of his early films, Spiral. Check that one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of his early films, and then I'm going to have to say. I'll have to go with Victor Crowley for my third. Yep.
All right. Well, obviously, it's no surprise. We're gonna recommend this one.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you guys? Do you guys own this one, or where'd you see it?
Saw it when they first released it on like Cinemax or something in like 2007, and they started streaming it pretty much instantly once it got released in the United States. But I own the Steelbook 4 film series now. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, so it's the whole collection.
Yes.
I got to get that. Dave, what about you? Where'd you catch this one?
Tubi. Tubi.
That's where I watched it.
Yep.
I love Tubi.
Me too.
I feel like Tubi should be reaching out and like, hey, let's talk sponsorship because we throw a lot of love to Tubi.
I will tell you right now, Jeff. If you haven't seen the other ones, 2 and 3 are free right now on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
And the fourth one you're going to have to pay for, but you can watch 2 and 3 for free there.
I'll tell you, I'm about to just go sight unseen and get the Steelbook box set like you got because I love the first one. I'm like, and you guys already told me like, hey, Mary Beth played by Danielle Harris moving forward, and you mentioned Derek Mears in the second one. So what's not to like?
I mean, you've got more Tony Todd in the second one. You've got Tyler Mane. You've got Derek Mears. All 4 films have Perry Shin in them playing a different
character.
Different character.
Oh, he's a different character.
Different character.
Oh, wow.
He's back every time. Yes.
Yep.
and
The
my new
fourth
favorite,
one,
Scooby-Doo villain, uh, the Reverend Zombie, Tony Todd
yeah,
is in all of them. Is he still playing the Reverend Zombie in all of them?
he's in the second one.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
last one he's in.
Okay.
Dave Sheridan's in the fourth one, which is awesome in
Okay.
that one. What's her name? Felissa Rose, I think it is.
Felisa Rose.
Lisa
Okay.
Yeah, there
Rose.
it is.
Yep.
Yep, she's in the fourth one.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So they've got a pretty good cast across the board. Definitely a lot of cameos throughout all four films, and yeah, they're worth checking out for sure.
Yep.
Well, I definitely am going to check them out. Listen, if you're a fan of slasher films that lean into the splatter as much as they do the comedy, the Hatchet series is a great one to watch. And I say that just with the first one, but you guys have already sold me on the whole series. And one more thing, fun fact about Adam Green, guys, he has got one of the biggest and most popular podcasts. He's he's in our world too. He co-hosts a podcast called The Movie Crypt with his buddy Joe Lynch, where they discuss horror movies. So, listeners, I know it seems like every October our numbers spike, Dave, because we cover nothing but horror films, and
Hmm.
we get a lot of people listening in. But listeners, not to shoo you away, but if you want more, you know, Adam Green's The Movie Crypt podcast is out there. Guys, he gets on average, he gets in between 300,000 and 500,000 downloads a week.
Wow.
So he's a
That's
little
pretty
bit bigger.
impressive.
Yeah,
A little
he's a
bit.
little
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah. Mr. Green, we're right behind you there. We're coming. So
We're coming for you.
oh man. Well, listeners, what do you think of Hatchet? Have you seen it? Have you seen the sequels? You can let us know on social media. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You can check out afilmbypodcast.com for all the episodes streaming on the platform of your choice. There's some fun articles there. Dave, we gotta get better at that. We were writing a bunch, and then I guess we got busy going to cons, and
We did kind of a little bit.
yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
We'll get back.
Wayne's gonna help us out.
Yep.
And Angela, who just joined the team not too long ago, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna write some movie reviews. So
Awesome.
she'll be helping us
Heck
out.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But check that out, listeners. You can also write to us at afilmbypodcast@gmail.com with your questions, comments, and concerns. We might just read your response on the show. And if we do, we will send you some of Film by swag. Guys, I want to thank you both for having a great conversation. Adam Green, Kane Hodder, Hatchet, and all else in between that we covered today. This was a fun one, man.
It was. I knew it was gonna be fun because this is a fun film.
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a great film, and just getting to talk about it with a few great gentlemen, much like myself, it's a pleasure, honestly.
Well, to all of you listening to the show, following us on social media, subscribing to our Patreon with a step to the left and a step to the right, we thank you.
And be careful walking on the sidewalks.